I don't know exactly who this message is meant for, but for some time now, God has been placing something deep, heavy, almost impossible to ignore in my spirit. He has been speaking to me insistently. He has been showing me images, impressions, and feelings that give me no inner rest. And deep within me, I know that what I am about to say does not belong to me alone. This message goes beyond my own story. It is meant for someone else. Maybe for you, who are watching this video right now. For days now, one expression has kept returning to my heart: 6 days. I don't know what this represents in your personal situation, but this number carries a strong spiritual meaning. 6 days before the turning point. 6 days before the fog lifts in your mind. 6 days before your soul finally finds the calm it has been searching for so long. 6 days before something shifts. I feel this deeply because I know what it means to be tired of waiting. I know what it feels like to pray without seeing immediate answers. You have persevered. You have held on. You have continued to believe even when everything felt silent. And yet, this question keeps coming back. When will it finally be my turn? When will I see the fruit of my efforts, my tears, my faith? And here is what God wants you to hear today. What is coming is not insignificant. It is not a small, temporary improvement. Everything is being put in order, piece by piece, like an invisible puzzle. You are entering a season where past events will suddenly make sense. You will understand why that job did not work out, why certain doors closed abruptly, why some relationships collapsed, why certain people left your life without clear explanations, why you had to walk through that emotional desert, that season of solitude, confusion, and inner trials. What is coming is not just another blessing to add to your list. It is a deep reconstruction of your identity. It is a redefinition of who you are and of the person you are becoming. God says that the pressure you have been carrying is about to lift. That constant stress, that anxiety that sometimes wakes you up in the morning before you even open your eyes. Those worries about the future, money, relationships, your calling, your destiny, all of that is about to detach from you. You are going to breathe freely again. You are going to feel joy without forcing it. You are going to hope again without being afraid of disappointment. And when this happens, you will not only feel that things are getting better on the outside, you will feel something realigning on the inside. You will recognize a version of yourself that you almost forgot, the one that existed before emotional exhaustion, before daily survival mode, before silent wounds. God is not simply bringing you back to who you used to be. He is restoring you with more maturity, more discernment, more strength, and more clarity of purpose. You will receive new ideas. Unexpected projects will knock at your door. Opportunities will appear without warning. You will meet people who nourish your spirit instead of draining your energy. You will laugh again for no particular reason. You will smile without forcing it. You will feel your heart beating again with hope. And then you will understand one essential thing. What you called rejection was not abandonment. It was redirection. What you called delay was actually protection. God was preparing something that required silence, solitude, patience, and inner growth. You were asking God to speed up the process, but first He had to remove everything that was slowing you down. That is why certain things were torn away from your life. That is why some situations collapsed. That is why you felt that emptiness. But you were not abandoned. You were being repositioned. You were not stuck. You were being planted deeper. And now the season of growth is coming. When God shows you a vision, He does not always reveal the full path. He gives you fragments, glimpses, partial promises. Because if He showed you all the pain required to become the person you prayed to be, you might hesitate to continue. So He allows pressure to shape your character. Pressure refines, it clarifies, it separates what is authentic from what is superficial. That is why the last season was so difficult. You were not losing, you were being transformed. What could not carry your future had to fall. What was not aligned with your calling had to disappear. The 6 days are symbolic. They represent the nearness of change. It means you are not just close, you are at the threshold of a miracle. God says, do not leave your position now. Do not quit just before the breakthrough. You have been faithful in the shadows. You obeyed even when it did not make sense. You chose silence when you could have responded with anger. You persevered when no one applauded you. Because of this invisible faithfulness, a spiritual movement is already in motion. You may not see it yet, but things are being arranged behind the scenes. Connections are forming, confirmations are being prepared, opportunities are lining up. Just as you came across this message without looking for it, your blessing is already on its way to you. Do not give up now. What was draining you on the inside is about to fall away. God says your season of exhaustion is coming to an end. You are entering a season of peace that goes beyond human logic, a season of grace that will feel almost unreal, a season of meaning that will make your past suffering feel much smaller. When this happens, you will understand that God never left you. He was teaching you spiritual dependence. He was teaching you patience. He was developing your discernment. He was building your inner protection. Everything that was delayed, denied, or painful is now being restored in a new way. Do not rush. Do not criticize where you are today. You are in preparation mode. This silence is a school. This desert is a training ground. God is turning your endurance into a living testimony, and when the blessing arrives, it will not be a small drop. It will be an overflow. It will be greater than what you imagined. Maybe in 4 days, you will wake up with less weight on your chest. Maybe you will receive that long-awaited call. Maybe a message will change the direction of your life. Maybe an opportunity will suddenly open. Maybe you will finally stop crying over what no longer deserves access to your heart. Maybe the answer to your prayer is already in front of you, and you do not even realize it yet. It is closer than you think. So stand firm. Keep moving forward. Do not let doubt paralyze you. Do not let overthinking steal your peace. Do not sabotage yourself at the last moment. Keep believing. Keep preparing yourself on the inside. When it happens, you will understand why certain things had to end, why certain wounds were necessary, why this path had to be walked in this exact way. You are stronger than you think. You are capable. You have been prepared for this season. Stay strong. Keep going. And if this message resonates with you, if you are in a season where God is asking you to let go, but your heart is afraid to do so, that is exactly why I created my new ebook titled, Letting Go When God Asks. This guide walks you step by step to help you release what no longer belongs in your life, so you can make room for what God is preparing for you. This is not just a book. It is applied spiritual wisdom, a practical tool to help you stop holding on to what God has already asked you to leave behind. If you are ready to let go with maturity and trust, surrender yourself to this channel. I want to tell you clearly, this moment is coming for you. Do not quit just before the breakthrough. You have the strength you need. Keep moving forward. Peace be with you. See you very soon.